Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Bettis, Miss Winter Park 2020. I'm a recent graduate of the University of Central Florida, where I earned my Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. After graduating, I accepted a full-time position with Advanced Recovery Systems, a leader in the behavioral healthcare industry. I'm on the business development team as a community outreach associate, where I work directly with healthcare providers and their clients to provide and connect the resources necessary to treat substance use disorders, eating disorders, and co-occurring mental health. There is no one typical day in my role, since addiction is not a one-size-fits-all disease. That's why I take the time to go visit patients at hospitals who may have just overdosed or going through withdrawal and figure out the best plan of action for their treatment. One statistic that always motivates me is that only 1 in 10 people struggling with addiction will get the treatment that they need, and the fact that I have the ability to change that number. My social impact initiative, Recover Out Loud Addiction Prevention Treatment and Recovery, is dedicated to reversing the addiction crisis in the United States. This initiative was crafted from the responsibility that I felt to fight this crisis head on after growing up in a household with substance abuse. From this environment, I was able to see the amazing journey from pain and addiction to passion and purpose, and just how recovery can change lives, and not only the user's life, but their loved ones and entire communities. Growing up, I thought that my story was uniquely isolating from everyone else, but unfortunately that's not the case. About 12% of children in the United States grow up with a parent who struggles with substance abuse. The good news is that this disease is treatable, and I know this because I'm the daughter of a parent in recovery. I've been able to experience this industry through the lenses of for-profit as well as numerous nonprofit agencies. I was selected to be an ambassador for the national nonprofit Shatterproof, as well as the Victoria's Voice Foundation, spreading their missions, which are very synergistic with my own social impact initiative, and moving the needle on addiction crisis. I'm also actively engaged in the Orange County Drug-Free Coalition on both the Youth and Media Treatment Team committees, where I have the opportunity to work with leaders in the community to impact students, individuals affected by addiction, and first responders. I was also chosen and trained as a Real Talk ambassador and joined forces with Miss Florida as she travels the state to equip students with the tools they need to make responsible decisions. I've been in the unique situation to continue my efforts of continuing to save lives during this pandemic by pivoting my efforts to online platforms. COVID-19 has forced all of us to change our daily routines, which has developed completely new challenges. Addiction is a disease that flourishes in isolation. It becomes a driving force in one's life, and family members or friends that don't understand will become pushed away. Isolation now becomes the common sense solution and progresses that disease even further. A huge part of recovery is a sense of community, and recovery meetings have pivoted to online platforms to be able to replace this face-to-face communication. Now more than ever is the time to support those who are struggling. Everyone knows someone who is affected by this disease, and you can make a difference. Reach out, provide resources, and be a part of their support team. The reality is that 192 people die every day from an overdose, and that number is going to rise as COVID-19 spreads. Online alcohol sales have already increased 243%, and in-store sales have jumped by up to 60% for certain types of alcohol. It's imperative that we don't allow social distancing to become social isolation. And I challenge each of you to create a sense of community during this unprecedented time. You never know who's struggling or affected by addiction. I was and will always be someone who was impacted by substance abuse. And my mission is that no one has to go through this journey alone and without guidance. So let's recover out loud.